Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to take really rich source material, cut through the complexities, and just give you the direct path to understanding it.
Yeah, and today we're getting into something pretty profound. A philosophy, really, laid out in a guide that talks about the universe's most powerful law.
A blueprint for conscious creation, essentially.
That's the promise. Our job here is to distill the absolute core ideas, the practical steps. The stuff is designed, really, for those aha moments about, self-control, how to use knowledge.
And how your emotions fit into all this, which seems key.
Oh, absolutely central. It positions your emotional life as maybe the most vital tool you have.
Okay, so let's start with the headline
Yeah.
claim, because
Yeah.
it's huge. The authors basically say that you, listening right now,
Yeah.
you are the deliberate architect of your entire life experience.
That's it. It sounds almost too simple, maybe. You create your own reality. That's the core message.
And it stems from this idea of absolute freedom.
Yes. The foundation is that life itself is freedom, and everything you experience is just a response to your energy.
Which leads to the kicker.
Right. The critical point they make is resistance is the only thing standing between you and, well, whatever it is you desire. Nothing else.
Okay, resistance to what? Let's unpack the energy part first. The sources talk about a kind of physics,
Yeah.
a universe based on magnetic vibration.
Mm-hmm. Magnetic vibration. It means everything, things that seem solid, your thoughts, everything is constantly in motion, vibrating at a specific frequency. Nothing is static.
So my thoughts aren't just abstract ideas, they have energy.
Exactly. Their energy pulses radiating out from you. They have a vibrational speed, a signature.
And within that system, there's like a top level,
Yeah.
a highest vibration.
Yes, they identify that. They call it source energy or sometimes well-being with a capital W.
Yeah.
It's the fastest vibration, the origin point of everything.
The source of creation itself.
Pretty much. And the crucial part is this source energy, this well-being, it flows naturally to you and through you all the time. It's always seeking expansion, trying to fulfill the new desires that pop up in you.
So prosperity, ease, that's the default state.
It's just the natural state, according to this.
Okay, then the obvious question pops up immediately. If this flow is always happening, always positive, why do we have problems? Why sickness, lack, fear, all that stuff?
Uh-huh. The answer they give is clear. Problems only happen when we detach from or actively resist that natural flow.
So the source energy doesn't stop.
Never stops. It's always generating fulfillment, always available. It's our resistance often, subconscious stuff like limiting beliefs or focusing on the negative that acts like a barrier. It stops the good stuff from reaching us.
Which brings us to the mechanism governing all this, the law of attraction.
Right. This is presented as the universe's ultimate supervisor. Like gravity, it's just a law. It ensures that similars attract. Meaning, every single thought you have sends out a magnetic pulse. And that pulse attracts back a signal that matches it, vibrationally matches it.
So my focus is my prayer, whether I like what I'm focusing on or not.
That's a powerful way to put it, yes. If you spend your day worrying about, say, losing your job.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, even if you want job security, if your dominant thought energy is fear of losing the job, you're magnetically attracting the frequency of fear and job loss, not security.
So worry is defined here as actively using your imagination to create what you don't want.
Precisely. That magnetic signal of worry, of fear, it overrides your stated desire for something better. It's about the vibration you're actually emitting moment to moment.
Okay, that magnetic pulse is critical.
Yeah.
But how do I know what frequency I'm on before things show up physically, before the unwanted thing manifests?
Now we get to the really practical tool, the emotional guidance system, the EGS.
Right.
This, they say, changes everything for someone wanting to consciously create. You're described as a magnetic emitter. And your emotions, they are your personal navigation system, your translator for that magnetic feedback.
So feelings aren't just random reactions to stuff happening outside.
Not according to this, no. They are immediate, real-time feedback on your vibration right now.
Translating my current vibrational state for me.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
Your emotions instantly show you how aligned you are or how much resistance you have to that source energy flow.
How does that work?
Simple, really. Feeling good joy, appreciation, love, that kind of thing means you're allowing the connection, you're in alignment, and you're attracting more things that match that feeling.
And feeling bad.
Feeling bad, fear, anger, despair, frustration means you're resisting the connection, you're misaligned, and currently attracting things that match those feelings.
Wow, so it's incredibly precise then. This
Yeah.
EGS lets you know exactly where you stand vibrationally.
Absolutely. And they even provide a tool for it, a detailed 22-point emotional navigation scale.
Right.
It goes all the way from the highest vibrations, like joy and appreciation, right down to the lowest, which are fear, despair, worry.
22 steps. That's quite granular.
It is, and it's a really practical tool. But here's a crucial point they stress. The goal isn't to try and leap from, say, deep despair at point 22 all the way up to joy at point 1 in one go.
Right, that feels impossible anyway.
It is impossible, vibrationally speaking. The law of attraction won't allow such a huge jump. You can't tune a radio from static to a clear station instantly if they're too far apart on the dial.
So this kind of challenges to just be positive advice sometimes, doesn't it? The strategy here is different.
It is. It's about consciously reaching for the next best feeling thought you can find. Just aiming for slight relief, moving up the scale incrementally, reducing resistance bit by bit.
And this is where it gets maybe controversial, or at least counterintuitive, the example of anger.
Yes, let's tackle that because it causes friction. According to this scale, shifting from something like deep depression or fear, way down at the bottom, up to anger, which is around point 17, that's actually a huge improvement.
An improvement. But we're taught anger is negative, destructive.
Right.
How is moving to anger helpful?
It's purely about the energy. Think about it. Depression, despair, those are states of almost total energetic shutdown. Inertia. You feel powerless, stuck.
Okay.
Anger, though. Anger has momentum. It's got energy behind it. It signifies you're starting to push back, assert yourself. You've gone from, I have no power, to this isn't right, or this isn't fair.
Ah, I see. That thought, this isn't fair, has more life force in it than I give up.
Exactly. It has a significantly faster vibrational speed. It means less resistance is present compared to despair. More source energy is starting to move through you, even if it feels uncomfortable.
So anger isn't the goal. It's like a necessary stop on the train line, out of powerlessness, an energetic step up.
Precisely. It's an indicator that you're moving out of inertia. It just shows less resistance than despair did. All bad emotions, in this view, are just indicators telling you you're pointed away from what you truly want. GPS signal saying recalculating.
Got it. Okay, so we understand the vibrational setup. We know emotions are our compass. How do we actually do the conscious creation part? The sources mention 3 steps.
Yes, and they're very clear about which parts are your job and which part isn't. Step 1 is ask.
And how do we do that? Pray. Visualize.
Actually, it happens automatically, just by living life, experiencing contrast. Being sick makes you automatically ask for health. Seeing something unfair makes you ask for justice. Dealing with an old clunker car makes you ask for a reliable one.
So just living and having preferences is the asking.
That's your work in this step. It's unavoidable. Life constantly inspires new desires in you.
Okay, step 1 is automatic. What's step 2?
Step 2 is the universe responds. And this part is explicitly not your work.
Not my job at all.
Not at all. This is maybe the most reassuring piece of the whole philosophy. Every single desire, every preference, every prayer that arises in you is instantly heard and completely answered by source energy. The solution to every problem is created the moment the problem is perceived. Instantly.
Whoa. Okay, if every desire is answered instantly, then why don't I have everything I've ever asked for? If I ask for that reliable car, why is the clunker still in the driveway?
That brings us to step 3. This is the crucial part, the part that is your work and where all the focus needs to go. Receive and allow.
Allowing.
Yes, the thing you desire, the health, the car, the relationship that has already been created vibrationally in step 2. Your task now is simply to tune your personal magnetic frequency to match the frequency of that already created desire. That's the art of allowing.
So the only reason we don't physically have what the universe provided in step 2 is resistance again.
It always comes back to resistance. But here's the tricky part, the paradox you mentioned. We often use the very contrast that created the desire to keep blocking it.
How so?
Take the person wanting relief from chronic pain. That desire was born from the experience of pain, but then in the critical moments of focus, they keep thinking about the pain, the stiffness, how bad it feels, how limiting it is.
Instead of the relief they want.
Exactly. They keep their magnetic focus tuned to the current reality of pain and lack of ease, rather than the desired reality of comfort and freedom. So they keep matching the frequency of lack of health, actively resisting the health that source has already lined up for them.
You have to focus on the destination, not where you currently are.
Yes. Focus on the feeling of the desired outcome. Feel the relief now. Feel the appreciation for the new car now, even before it arrives. That's aligning your frequency.
That focus, it sounds like it needs to be quite deliberate. And this leads to that really interesting metric they give about the power of thought over time. Like, how quickly does a thought gain momentum?
Yeah, this part is startling. It really underscores why managing your focus via the EGS is so vital. They state that sustained focus on a single thought for just 17 seconds is enough to activate a matching magnetic field.
17 seconds. It's incredibly short, like the length of a traffic light.
Right, just 17 seconds, and that thought now has real energetic pull. It's attracting other similar thoughts and beginning to gather momentum.
Wow, okay, so we're constantly activating these fields without even realizing it.
Constantly. And it gets even more potent. If you can maintain sustained, pure focus on a thought, meaning uncontradicted by doubt or worry, for 68 seconds.
So just over a minute.
Just over a minute of pure focus gives that thought enough magnetic power to start overcoming resistance and begin the process of physical manifestation.
That really emphasizes that focusing on what you want right now isn't just wishful thinking. It's the actual mechanism for bridging the gap between the asking and the receiving. It overcomes that time lag.
It is the mechanism. That focus is the allowing.
Okay, so managing those 17-second chunks, reducing resistance, it's key. The philosophy offers tools for this, right? Like practical methods.
It does. The source material we're drawing on actually lists 22 different methods designed to help release resistance and deliberately tune your frequency. We can look at a couple of really effective ones.
Great. Let's start with one for when you're already feeling relatively okay. The appreciation rampage.
Yes, the appreciation rampage. This one's specifically for when you're already sort of mid-scale or higher on the EGS, feeling optimistic, hopeful, maybe even happy.
And the process is.
It's simple, really. You actively, deliberately look around your immediate environment and start listing things you appreciate. It could be anything. The comfort of your chair, the taste of your coffee, the fact the sun is shining, maybe a helpful interaction you just had.
And you just keep finding more things.
You keep finding more, and you consciously feel the appreciation grow. You notice how your feeling state lifts even higher as you focus on gratitude.
So the purpose isn't just to feel good, it's actual magnetic training.
Exactly. Appreciation, love, gratitude, these are described as the vibrations closest to source energy itself. They represent the absolute lowest resistance. So practicing appreciation literally trains your magnetic field to be more receptive, more allowing.
And the universe responds to that vibration.
Instantly, by bringing you more things to appreciate. You become a vibrational match to things going well.
Okay, that's powerful for maintaining a high frequency. What about tackling a big area of resistance for many people, like money, abundance?
Ah, yes. For that, there's a very specific tool called the financial freedom game.
A game. Sounds fun.
It's designed to be. Its purpose is to stretch your imagination and deliberately create an unresisted magnetic field of abundance, even if your current bank balance doesn't reflect it.
How does it work?
You set up a sort of fictional checking account, like get a specific notebook for it. Each day, you deposit an increasing amount of imaginary money. You start small, maybe $1,000 the first day, then $2,000 the second, and keep increasing it. Eventually, you're depositing hundreds of thousands a day in this imaginary account.
Okay, sounds like fun deposit, but what's the catch?
The rule is you must spend all of that day's deposit immediately and joyfully. You write out detailed fictional checks or make notes about exactly what you're buying, how it feels, why you want it.
So you have to really get into the feeling of having and spending that money.
Absolutely. The detail and the feeling are crucial. Because remember, the universe responds to the thought and the vibration, not your current physical reality.
So this game forces you to practice the feeling of abundance over and over.
Yes. It systematically replaces those habitual lack thoughts. I can't afford that. Money is tight. I wish I had more. With strong practice thoughts and feelings of I have plenty, spending is easy and fun, more is always coming.
You're literally retraining your magnetic point of attraction around money.
Exactly. You're aligning your frequency with abundance, which, according to the law, must lead to improvements in your actual real-world financial situation. It has to.
When you put it all together like that,
Yeah.
What really stands out is this relentless focus on self-mastery through understanding your own emotions.
That's the core of it. You can't always control what happens out there, the circumstances, other people, but you can always control your internal response, your focus.
And that response dictates everything else.
It dictates your point of attraction. When you deliberately choose thoughts that feel even slightly better, you shift your vibration, you reduce resistance, and the external manifestation has to change to match that new signal. It's inevitable.
So the message isn't about fighting reality, but aligning with well-being.
It's about aligning with the well-being that is always flowing, yes. And understanding that your joy, feeling good, isn't just a luxury, it's your actual purpose. It's the indicator that you're on track, expanding, allowing.
Which brings us back to that buffer of time idea the sources mention. That gap between thinking a thought and seeing it physically manifest. It's presented as almost a safety net.
Sort of a grace period, yeah. Time to notice how you feel and adjust your focus if needed.
Okay, so here's a final thought to leave everyone with based on that. Given how powerful even 17 seconds of focus is in activating a magnetic field, how consciously are you, the listener, managing your thoughts during that buffer time? Especially knowing that every new desire, every preference born from contrast is instantly met by the universe, just waiting for you to allow it in by matching its frequency.
Yeah. Are you using that buffer to align with the desire or to reinforce the lack?
The journey they keep reminding us isn't about conquering some future goal. It's meant to be enjoyed, allowed, right here, right now.